St. Petersburg, Florida, at the Dali Museum. And we're gonna go inside and see Dali stuff. Woohoo! We're starting in the garden. Wait, he actually made sculptures? Did you know that?
Well, it was something that he conceived of.
He conceived of this but didn't make it. It's pretty cool. We're right on the water out there.
It's not water.
Water.
Dali was a master of deception.
This is his mustache. Adds a sculpture. And there's different sculptures of some of the figures he painted. But this building itself is pretty awesome. Very Dali-esque. We even have a melted clock on a melted bench. It's pretty neat. Wishing tree. More people have left their wishes. Everyone is the visitor band that you get. You leave at the end and make a wish. Oops, that's not what I meant to. Pretty cool spiral staircase, and it keeps going up all the way to the top of the atrium. And there's St. Petersburg outside. It's a pretty amazing view for a museum. Wow. It's gorgeous. Galactodesoxyribonucleic acid, or an homage to Crick and Watson, is the largest Dali painting I've ever seen. Pretty cool. I love that all these little guys are shooting each other, making up the chains of the DNA, going up to the heavens. It's pretty rad. I've been cracking up this whole time because of these titles, like Atmospheric Skull, Sodomizing Grand Piano, which is exactly what it is. Or Average Atmosphere Cephalic Bureaucrat in the act of milking a cranial heart. Or Skull with its lyric appendage leaning on a night table, which should have the exact temperature of a cardinal bird's nest. I bet it does. Abe Lincoln. And you can't see them. They're all like that. As you get closer, different things appear and disappear. So rad.
Here with Jay Ritchie. I found him in Tampa. And his wife Anissa. Yay! We're at Casper's Grotto in the Ybor City. Our live music.
Keep those requests coming in. It keeps me occupied. Keeps me from the
Free bird!
Sometimes you just don't.
1894. I just like the name Ybor. Like, what does that even mean? Ybor.
I have no idea.
or Ivor.
That's the name of a place?
That's this whole area.
Oh.
It's called Ivor, and this is like the main drag of it. And he was saying it's part of the pirate route headed up to New Orleans. This is such a fucking cool shop. Probably. Oh, thank you.
Nice little drink. Maybe. It's a nice car.
Yes, thank you.
Ice is coffee with pagó $5,000 más una fianza que quizás se la devuelvan, pero le dio $5,000. Sí, exacto, regalado por
Orleans doesn't only have a raucous nightlife, it has a pretty gorgeous waterfront. And on a Sunday morning, everyone's too hungover to be here, so it's pretty empty. We get it all to ourselves. A bird? The birds are in his tail. The Union must and shall be preserved.
It's a pretty unpopular stance, but I was against the North and the South.
Oh.
Okay, and things you've taught me. Right. And that's just it when I'm like, I already know how to use brushes. I'm not gonna...
I found Claude! He's got nothing. And we're here with Allie. Allie. And Johnny.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm very full.
Thanks. I like she has her little barrier because it's too cold out here.
Okay, so gift shop to the left. This part we'll start with. This is newer, like they just built it in the last couple of years.
I'm filming you.
Okay. But up to the left, I have like a taster's kitchen where they take fresh veggies out of the garden and they'll make different dishes and stuff, and you can sample them.
Cool. Dining options. This is a really fantastically nice park.
It's good stuff.
Everything's like suddenly dead. It's like, but we saw like a sprinkler was still on this morning somewhere, and the grass was all like just stalks of frozen like icicles.
Right.
So at night, this looks dope. You see how the skyline lit up and stuff.
Oh wow.
So they covered the gardens, but this is where they get all the fresh veg. And then there's another
Cool.
garden over here too.
That's so smart.
Yeah, so they do like cooking things on Tuesdays where they'll bring in local chefs to do cooking classes, and then that's where they would typically have food to sample, but I guess it's too cold for people to want to mess with it.
Yeah, no one's gonna probably even be here today because they're like, fuck this.
No, we got the right in this place.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's some nice fall colors too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it when it's mixed with the green.
Isn't it called circadian rhythm or whatever? It's like with the ocean, like
Yeah.
starts.
Right.
Yeah, like that like literally lowers like cortisol and like.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's too bad that all those places are like the most expensive places to live.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But it gets expensive for a reason. It sucks because all the douchebags are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can't poor people have something for?
Right. We'll have to stick with Uganda, I guess. That's all we can afford.
I wish that Thailand might be like in the spot.
Yeah. I like
So pretty.
I know, like gone and love it.
Yeah, I went there for 11 days. It's called the Dagoyo House. It's super dope, fancy old school house. But unfortunately, they're closed for the next week because they're doing all the Christmas decorations. And then there's normally a straight shot. You can see like all the way to where that arch is,
Right.
but with that GPS,
Costs money.
it's really reasonable though. It's
Totally.
$98 for a family membership, so I can bring 3 people, come as many times as I want, and includes parking.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude,
that's great. For a year?
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
I just fall in the water and die.
You don't fall in whatever you do. Lots of water features.
Man. Yeah, I'd buy the membership to be able to hang out here whenever.
Yeah, there's some of the people who are trying to argue that, and I mean, just some of the phones, but in Dallas, I would definitely think it's my someplace to go.
Absolutely.
You know, you can drive all day.
And then again on Monday.
Yeah, I was like joking because like some guy was getting brought out on like the EMS, like into the ambulance. And as they're like driving off, I was like, "Fuck! There's gonna be a parade. Like, there's like march behind it, like parading, like." It seemed like every.
I could only
10
imagine
minutes.
those cars must just ring up.
No way. Pretty rad.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's inside you. Inside of the street.
Yeah.
extremely underwhelming.
Okay.
Like, you're gonna be like, wow, that's it. I'm like, yeah. Like that grassy knoll, way cooler than the one we're gonna
That
see.
grassy knoll's better.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, after you.
Hi.
It's your world, buddy. Thanks. We'll wait.
He waves.
So every morning they come out and they paint the X right where the car was.
Shut up.
No, I swear.
Is this-
look at that old. I
Yeah.
think that's it's
Train
some
station?
No, I think it's a courthouse, but it's a museum now.
Pretty rad.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Okay, so
Tartarian.
we're coming
It
up-
just still has
it's-
gargoyles.
Okay, it's coming up here. We might have to actually even pull over just so you can get the whole effect. Like see like the book depository and all that shit.
I like that.
Now once you see it, I mean honestly, it's literally it looks just like this, but there's a white X on it. And then
It's
like the
just
grassy
normal.
knoll is just like a literally it's like a little patch of grass.
Like even
there's
Diana
nothing-
has like a fucking flame and like people
there's
leave all this shit. There's
nothing
nothing
commemorating it.
That's
It's just like
weird.
this, and they're like, yeah, that's a grassy knoll. You're like, what? Like you shit me?
Yeah. You'd
people
think
like
like the
candy.
greatest fucking president we
Yeah,
ever
you'd think that he
had.
would have
Everybody
something.
loves
But
him.
then
It was
again,
so
I guess Dallas is
tragic.
probably like, yeah, you know, we don't want to keep reminding everybody that this
This is where it happens.
Right.
Because they do have the Turtle Flame in Arlington or whatever.
Right.
National Cemetery.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Huh. And they also have his skull somewhere where they fucking pray to it and like get information from him, I'm
Princeton.
sure.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones. All right. Right here is the fucking where supposedly Lee Harvey shithead Oswald was, up in this fucking building right here on the corner.
Ah, the
And now we
administration building.
oh, that's where the motherfucker got shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna park so I can point this out better. And again, pardon me, JFK fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. See the crowd.
I wonder if I can
So
zoom
he
in
was
on
shot.
it. Who's that?
I don't want to steal your thunder, man. This is cold.
It's a grassy knoll.
I don't want to steal this.
Now we must be going.
Now I'll show you. This is the actual window right here.
Here, Lindsay's here.
We found Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Yeah, my first corporate gig, I worked at Diebold, and you used to have to wear a blue or a black suit every day.
All that wire
Yeah,
is not
sit
just
down,
wire,
fucking
it's actually birds on the
I
wire.
scratched off lottery ticket at lunch, and two birds, shit. One got me right on the head, one got me on the shoulder.
no.
I literally
It's
had to
like
go crazy. I was
360.
I gotta go home and shave.
Right.
They're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you didn't have to come and tell us.
Right.
Hi Brett, we found Brett.
Hey,
We're in Dallas.
don't smoke, kids.
We're gonna be killed by birds. But we have a fire to stay warm in the 20-degree weather. So it'll be okay. These flashing lights in the night as we drive down the freeway are wind turbines. But when we came over the hill and just saw like a fucking shitload of red flashing lights, it was pretty trippy. But this is what we get on our way home at the end of our tour. Here at Whataburger, we're gonna test it out and see if it really is the best burger, because that's what we hear from all Texans. So you will soon be finding out our judgment on Whataburger. It's our first Whataburger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like any spicy ketchup or non-spicy ketchup?
Yes.
Both, please. That'd be great.
Anything else for you?
No, I think we're good.
Alrighty, y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
It's fast food.
Is it the best?
It's really good though.
This is my honey barbecue ranch sandwich. Final conclusion, Whataburger. Donnie?
It was good. It reminded me exactly of a place called NGL Burgers in Aurora, Colorado. The Gus Special. Maybe it's a Gus Burger. I don't remember. Had the exact same taste. But as far as like the whole war between In-N-Out and Whataburger, I don't remember In-N-Out because that was like in March. But Freddy's is better than both.
I agree with that conclusion. Freddy's is better than both. But it was pretty good.
we checked on the map, we were on, I think, Jekyll Island here in Georgia. So since then, we went down the coast through Jacksonville, right past St. Augustine, which we didn't realize how cool it would have been to go there, but we'll go back someday. My friend lived down here in New Smyrna Beach, and we stayed there a couple days. And then we went down the coast, all the way, skipped Miami, went to the Everglades National Park, tried to camp there, got eaten alive by bugs. That's why you saw no footage of it, because we basically got there and then ran away. We used DEET, the heaviest DEET that we could find, and they seemed to flock to us. So we actually learned, in case you're interested, that some people create an enzyme that DEET does not protect against. The mosquitoes love it, and so you have to use something, I can't remember, I feel like it was like RE32 or so. It was like 2 initials and a number that might help. And then we decided that just eating a lot of garlic and B vitamins and eating healthy might have helped too. So maybe we can try it again someday when we're better prepared. But it was beautiful, the little bit we saw. So we left there. We came back up. We saw Coral Castle down there in Homestead, Florida. Came up this western coast of Florida. And we took this little side shoot out here to go to St. Petersburg, where we saw the Dali Museum. Then we went over to Tampa, saw J. Ritchie in Ybor City. And then we went up. We had a little stop over somewhere in here in Florida. I forget the little town. Oh, Perry, here it is. We went past Perry and up to this major interstate here, 10. We went 10 all the way. We were going to camp on the coast here, but that campsite had been destroyed by a hurricane. So instead, we just made it as far as we could towards New Orleans so that we would have more time there. We loved Mobile, but we didn't stop long, but we decided we might want to go back someday. That actually looks really cool. So Mobile, Alabama seems like a neat place, as well as Pensacola, which we also didn't go to. But we kept going. We spent 2 nights in New Orleans, which was not enough time. Could have spent weeks there. New Orleans is amazing, as you saw in this video. Went up here past Baton Rouge and Tiger Country. Oh, and LSU won against Alabama in an epic game on this trip while we were in New Orleans too, which was pretty cool. But we went speeding through 10 because we wanted to cut our trip short. And so we went all the way through Houston and then over here up this little highway to Austin, where we met with Claude. And then we shot up 35, went to Dallas. We spent some time there with Brett. Also not enough time with either Claude or Brett, and we missed some other friends in Texas because we were going so fast at this point to get home. But we went 35. Where's 35 here? Oh, here we go. 35 up here to this sideway through Wichita Falls, all the way up through Amarillo, and then, shoot, I guess we did 287. I know we went through Raton. Okay. We must have went up this way, because at Raton is where we went north on 25, back to Colorado. So this was the giant loop that we did, the whole southeastern leg of the journey. Obviously missing most, but we had a great time all together. We loved the South. So one of the things that we learned going through the South was that Southern people are not stupid. They're not idiots. There's not more stupid people in the South than anywhere else, like we're led to believe through media, obviously. But it's just funny when you're going through these types of things and you realize how many preconceived notions you have in your head that are not based in reality at all. Obviously, the South does not seem more poor or poverty-stricken. It really does, though, seem that Southern hospitality is a thing. I had more doors opened for me and more people who were just polite to me in general. So maybe that piece is true of the South. but I definitely want to go back and visit more, especially of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. So we're thinking of doing more of that in the spring, perhaps. And I do also want to go back to St. Augustine, which we missed, like I said, which is supposed to be a really cool place on the coast of Florida there. So all in all, it's been pretty amazing. Coming home has also been amazing. I think that about 3 weeks on the road is the limit to stay sane, and I wish that we did more camping, but the weather was crazy. Campsites were randomly closed. It just seemed like the world did not want us to camp. And we were doing this whole trip over Mercury retrograde, we realized afterwards. So we're pretty lucky that everything went really, really well, really. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Northeast road trip next time the road trips start up again, which should be in the spring, I hope, and then a Southeast road trip as well. So look forward to that. And until then, travel well, aim for balance, and always look inside first. Mwah.